I just wanna chill and vibe. I just wanna chill and vibe. I just wanna chill and vibe. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Turn up, turn up, turn up, turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Gon' turn up. Soon as baby turn up, you know Buddha gon' turn up. Only good vibes. Only good vibes. Let's start the show. What's good? Simples, turn up. Can you get it? This is your boy Buddha. And over there is a lovely
baby.
And we bringing sibling conversations to you, baby. Bringing sibling conversations. How's the people doing out there? How's our simples doing out there? Turn up, turn up, turn up. So, baby, how was your day?
It was a great day to be great.
Was it? Give it to me, baby. Give it to me.
I don't be understanding people's level of competency.
Oh.
They definitely, it's very testy.
Oh, is it?
Oh, boy.
Give me a little bit of it, baby.
I can't, because I don't know who on my page.
Oh, okay. Oh, you don't know who's on your page?
No, I don't know who's on my page.
Oh, okay.
So if I say the wrong thing, I might.
You might incriminate yourself?
Yeah.
Okay. So give me. So it was storming out there today. You know how you do in the rain?
Oh yeah, I was scared.
You were scared?
I was scared. Scared.
Okay.
Scared.
I feel it. So my day went all right since you didn't ask.
You ain't give me time, but I'm getting there.
Okay.
Y'all know I'm the everything person, so I have to make sure we got it all
worked out,
lined up.
Okay.
Or whatever. And he just get to look cute.
Yeah. Well, since we out here doing it like this, I'm gonna rep a new shirt that I have.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I have a new shirt. It's called
What's your shirt?
It's called the Fuck Your Feelings Mafia.
Fuck your feelings.
Fuck Your Feelings Mafia. Fuck Your Feelings Mafia. It's really derived from these motherfuckers. And I was the spearhead and the president of the co-founder of the Fuck Your Feelings Mafia.
Oh, really?
Yeah, vice president and acting VP would probably be either you.
Nope, I ain't had nothing to do with that. That's Melrose
Carter. Okay.
Melrose motherfucking Carter.
Okay. Yeah, so other than that, man, that's what I've been doing. That's what this shirt's all about.
Okay.
So before we get into it,
yeah.
I'd like to give a special shout out to King Mao. I appreciate you coming through Monday. We had a hell of a time doing the show. But it's really important for me to drop this knowledge for everybody else. We have a Walk Like a King seminar for young men between 9 and 19. If you live in the Central Florida area, come on out. There's going to be a lot of positivity laid upon these young men. Hopefully they can grasp it and move in the direction that they need to do for the rest of their lives. Having a cornerstone and being a pillar in their families, in their communities, as such.
Right.
Because it's all about changing the narrative.
Yes.
It's all about changing the narrative.
Good that you say that.
And what did you got going on, baby?
Oh, you see it? Django. You see it? Say it with your chest. LLC.
Oh. Did she write that down in there?
No, but Django said it. Oh. Yes. Okay, so since you brought it up, we have been blessed and thankful and fortunate and all the above for the accomplishments for ourselves. And one of the milestones for us is July 30th. Buddha and Baby is an LLC. So There's going to be a lot of things that will come as a direct result of that. It's not just a hobby. And that was one of the biggest things we wanted to differentiate ourselves when people talk to us, is that we can let them know that this is a business for us. Right now, we haven't yet began the plethora, that's my word, of income coming in, but it shall come. Okay, it shall come, because with all things great, it takes time, right? You know what I'm saying? So we're working on that, but again, we wanted to put some definition on what this is, because I know I get asked all the time, what is it that you want to do, or what do you want to see this go? Ultimately, I want to see us be syndicated. You know what I'm saying? I want to see us have our own radio show. Basically, that's my goal. That's my vision. But at the same time, we are more than just sickening conversation. We are more than just that. Our characters obviously will be doing different things. So it's important to put some perspective on that, because as we began going out into the community, getting actively involved in different volunteering activities and such, and hosting and speaking engagements and so forth, it gives us a better presence that we are representing ourselves from a business perspective in something that we actually enjoy doing individually. So I'm excited about it. I know Buddha, he's super excited about it. I'm working out, other things, because, you just can't jump out there. Still, everything is a work in progress, and it's a learning tool, when you make mistakes. And I don't even really want to call it mistakes. You just make decisions that may not be the best at a point in time. So it's always an opportunity to just get better at your craft. You know what I'm saying? And that is why I take care of all the technical things, because somebody don't know how to be great when it's time to be great. No, I'm just joking. Okay, so that's what's up with the LLC. So you will probably see that included in a lot of material that we put out.
Oh yeah.
Just so that, we are able to differentiate ourselves. You could check that with the state of Florida, because it is there. Yes. Okay. So what's good, Just Bella? Thank you for tuning in. Philip says he loved the shirt, Buddha. What's good, Candace? Don't forget, I got to get with you. I know we got a couple more weeks to go, but I do definitely need to get with you for the Magical Dining All About Ladies outing, even though I know you won't be able to attend. So, you want to do a recap from last week?
Oh, of course. I'm going to do a recap from last week. What we talked about last week is surviving the letting go. So, when you're in a relationship and it ain't working out, and it was a bad breakup, you hurt, you really ain't moved past it, surviving the letting go. The first point was made that we should not take it personal. That's a lie. But people say that's what we should do. Not take it personal. How can you not take it personal? But in order of moving on, because this is a recap, we're going to keep going.
Thank you.
Stop worrying what other people think. So if you're in this thing, y'all broke up, you don't need to worry about what other people think, right? You need to move on to your greater good, whatever that may be. Don't be something you're not. Don't be trying to switch up who you is because it didn't work in the relationship that you was in. Be comfortable in your own skin, right? Be comfortable in your own skin and be the person that you are, because somebody gonna want you for you. What's that saying they always say? One man's trash is another man's treasure. Word. However, keep it moving.
Okay.
The need to be perfect. Well, I'm disagree with that one too. But for the sake of the need to be perfect, so don't be always minute in the details of why things didn't work out. I'm assuming that's where they was going for it. But I'm gonna caveat that by saying, if you perfect is in the eye of the beholder. Because what may not be perfect for somebody could be perfect for somebody else. Back to that statement: one man's trash is another man's treasure. Perfection is, fluent. Because if you can look at an abstract piece of painting, right? To one person, it looks just like a stick figure, whatever. And to another person, it's a powerful force to be reckoned with. Yeah. That's what I got on that. And last but not least, not yet. Not yet. It just wasn't your time yet, right?
Right.
It wasn't your time yet.
Well, not so much as just the not yet of the surviving, letting go is beware of people that tell you not yet, and be mindful and beware of yourself telling yourself not yet. Putting yourself in that hamster wheel cycle of ultimately putting something off. Okay. So that's it's like if you are with me, you and I together, and I'm saying like, when you think we want to set the date for engagement or whatever, for marriage, and you're like, oh, not yet, not yet. We need to do this, do that. Every time the topic come up, it's always not just yet.
So you seem like what you're trying to say is like they chasing a better deal. You like they settling on you, but they looking for something better. So they gonna keep
not necessarily, but they just playing you out. They potentially are playing you out because of their issues or whatever their hang-ups are. So that's what that's all about. All right.
Oh, so what am I sipping on, Nehemiah? I'm sipping on a little lemonade with some Canadian Club. It's doing what it's supposed to do. What else? Corona, cigars, Coke guys. Oh, I got you, man. I'm all about that. We was out, me and Phil was out there last Friday. So I'm all about doing that again. What's up, Martison, Nicole, Natasha Smith, Cuz, Laurel, Monica, Monique. Oh, who else I got up here? Maria. Okay.
Nikki Jenkins.
Boho baby.
Boho baby.
I got something to say. Boom. I ain't wearing my necklace at the moment, but the thing is very powerful. The necklace is very powerful. The instructions she gave me on how to create the balance between my right brain and my left brain is working. It's working. Okay. So I suggest anybody who want to buy some jewelry, some customized stones. Yeah, if you want to buy some customized stones, look her up because it's a real experience. She gives you in depth of what you're looking for. She tells you some of the things that you need to do to improve yourself, philosophically, spiritually. And she gives you the tea and everything else you need, the instincts, the gene, all that wrapped in one. And
before we get into it, there's a little quick story about this tea. So Boho Baby gave Buddha some tea. We went to go and visit the Jenkins, and you were getting ready to do something. They were here, and the spades tournament.
Yeah.
Some of the tea. I don't know what the name of that tea was. Nikki, you're going to have to tell us the name of that tea because I forgot.
The Blue Lotus something.
Some kind of something. All I know is
little
baby he was definitely lifted. Okay? He was so lifted he couldn't really focus. It was kind of one of those psychedelic experiences. And I'm saying that because your boy woke up the next day with this dream about lions and tigers
and bears flying in the universe. It's
like they were chasing him down a regular old common street in Orlando. He had a dream, and I knew he was dreaming some kind of dream because he was like hot. and he was tossing, and then he woke up like, whoo! Talking about some tigers. I'm like,
who out here dreaming about lions and tigers on OBT watching hookers? Come on,
right? I was like, what? And then it dawned on me.
What's going on, Joy? How you doing?
This man, what he was drinking, it came from Nikki. Oh man.
Oh yeah. So I blame the whole night of losing the spades on you. Sorry, not sorry. You know what I'm saying?
But that was funny. That was so funny.
Because I don't lose. I usually don't lose now.
And he's a sore loser.
I'm a bad winner too. Shit, I'm on that in the bag of chips.
He's a sore loser, which is terrible. I do things for sport, for fun, not, Now, when there's a time for it to be serious, but for the most part, you'll catch me just like, I lost. Ain't no money on the table. My pride ain't affected. I'm finna go over here and fuck your feelings, and go over here and do something else that I am great at.
Listen.
Keep it moving. My reputation ain't tied up in no goddamn spades game.
My reputation tied up in all that.
Shaboo.
I'm gonna win. If somebody beat me, they better consider that a goddamn honor. That's it. So what we talking about today, baby?
Yes. So what we talking about? Ultimately, what we talking about is surviving, letting go, part 2. And this piece is about broken and hurt. How can men and women change the narrative?
Well, what you got, baby? Are
you still broken? And why? So we gave you some tools last week to aid. It's not the end all be all, and they were not definitely but not taking it personal. Stop worrying about what people think. Don't be something that you're not. The need to be perfect and the not yet. Those are just some areas to look at when you are taking your hiatus, because that's one of the big things.
Taking a hiatus?
Take a hiatus. Go on a pilgrimage. Okay? Go on a long journey.
Man, listen,
with self.
I'm going on a journey and I'm taking everybody with me. I'm sorry. I'm just taking everybody with me. I'm not sorry. You're right. I'm going to step on their necks and I'm grabbing at their checks. I'm sorry.
Stop saying you're sorry, because you're not.
You're right. I ain't sorry. Well, you sorry because I did it to you. I apologize because it happened. That is.
And I understand that everybody takes being broken and being hurt, their reactions to it all varies. Some people like to
get up under somebody else,
angry, bitter, vengeance, where some people, they actually go and start doing some self-evaluation so that they can actually put themselves in a better position for somebody that didn't actually put them in that place in the beginning.
Listen, I get it now, scientifically or
it's not
scientifically, or the right thing to do is to take time out for yourself. I get it, but at the same time, if I don't want to think about that particular woman anymore, why not have sex with 10 women?
Cause that's some fuckboy shit.
That ain't fuckboy shit. You single now.
But that don't make you.
You single.
Just because you single don't mean you can't be no fuckboy.
And
yes, you are right. But you are doing it for the sole purpose of getting over somebody. But that's not how you get over somebody.
Why ain't?
Because that's bullshit.
You
out on what you're doing.
You're out on love.
You're
out on love. You're out on that peace. You're out on love. Why not?
The man perspective, I get it.
I mean, like
the female perspective, I get it. All these different perspectives. Don't get me wrong. I'm not saying what he's saying is wrong. I'm just saying how that worked out for you. It only works for the moment. It's not a long term. You are not going to successfully accomplish anything long term with that.
Well,
You won't.
Absolutely.
Come on now. You're a grown ass man.
You gotta get to know self, thyself. You're getting to know thyself. You know what you don't want. Obviously, you went. You left a situation. You know that ain't good for you. You need to try a plethora of other situations to know which one works for you.
do. I'm not saying that.
I'm just saying a plethora.
Going out, you spitting on me. Your plethora is very wet. Okay.
Wet.
Ew. No. Okay. Real talk, ladies and gentlemen.
I'm here for it.
If you go out there and that individual that you were equally a part of, them fucking over you or the things not working.
Absolutely.
Okay? Y'all both were in that. If you go to the next relationship, situationship, and you take what they did or did not do into that new next phase of your life or the next person, now all you doing is transferring hurt. Because yeah, it's a possibility, man or woman, this goes both ways, the man or the woman could be bringing the same thing. So now both of y'all coming in this fucking relationship with insecurities, bitterness, hurt, brokenness, pain and suffering, and nobody is actually thinking. Now, hold on, ladies and gentlemen. Everybody done fucked up at a point in their life, okay? But I'm just saying, for the record, when you get older, you are supposed to get fucking wiser. Yes. Add on. Because I know you got something to say.
Absolutely. You're absolutely right. You get wiser. So, at the point in time until you're ready to give yourself over again, fuck them other people's feelings. It's all about your feelings. So, in the wake of others, so motherfucking be.
No.
Why not?
Because now what has happened is them 10 women you done went to. You done sprinkled your negative energy into them. Now 10 women are out here.
You ain't got to deal with them no more.
You don't.
Who cares?
It does matter because see that's what happened. That's why you fucked up. That's why you get fucked up.
Who cares?
Your karma comes back.
But at the moment, listen, who cares about what they do to some other motherfucker? That
you
should
care.
Know.
You don't care. And it really, okay, say you don't care. Say you don't care. All right. Realistically, let's just say it hypothetically. I should say you don't care.
Okay.
All right. Then you get a woman that had a nigga like you.
Okay.
Now,
you should be wise enough. See, that's where the wisdom come in.
But now one of y'all, cause see, she done got fucked over by too many fuck boys.
Guess what you telling me?
All right.
Guess what you
telling
me?
Got fucked over by too many fuck boys, so she coming in there guarded.
But guess what you telling me?
And then y'all want to say women this, women that, women this, women won't do that. Women, everything all negative about women. Ooh. But you done sent 10 fucking women out there, and you say fuck their feelings, fuck them. You don't care.
Well, listen. But this is what you telling me. Like, so you meet the young lady. You meet the young lady who's been fucked over, right?
How do you change the narrative?
Well, first things first. She was never the one. She was never the one. Period. That's number one. Let's get that out the gate. Because if she's fucked, she got that mentality, and you got that mentality, y'all ain't meant for each other in the first place. Wise up. That's wisdom right there. That's what you talk about. You talk about that wisdom.
Absolutely.
But how do you change the narrative? I get it. Now I'm having fun. I'm playing devil's advocate just to get her going. To give you the other side of the pillow like always. But how do you change the narrative? You go seek counseling.
Yeah.
I gave you some real shit right there, baby. Give me
that's one of the things. That's not the first thing. Well, that's one of the things. First, I personally think number one, you definitely don't need to go directly into a committed relationship or a relationship period. Okay, you shouldn't go into another relationship. Be cordial, be cool, hang out, just enjoy living your life. Yeah. But that allows for you to now determine within yourself if, well, not so much to determine, but it helps, it should help. You got to be able to put yourself, you got to hold yourself fucking accountable, people.
What's going on, Javon? But Larika says you should start fresh with every relationship and know your worth.
Right.
Now, that is a broad spectrum of knowing your worth. Because I'm going to say it like this. Some people think too highly of themselves. You know, they swear they creme of the creme, but they ain't nothing but cube steak. Don't be out here thinking you a prime rib and you the bottom end half of the slender steak. You know, when you fry it, it look big when you get it, but when you put it in the pan, it just shrivels up because of all the fat in it. But you thought you got your nice ass piece of meat. Know thy worth, right? You wasn't shit. You knew it.
Well, that's why I'm saying you got to go on a journey. You got to go on a pilgrimage. You got to go take yourself. You got to take yourself off the scene. I'm saying, like, and then that gives you the opportunity to start the new fresh. Some people go and find the Lord.
Oh, they think big? Oh, you're right. You can think big. Go find the Lord.
They go and they engulf themselves in ministries and different things. Some people go and do volunteer work. You know what I'm saying?
That's how you find yourself?
No, it may be. Because what happens a lot of times, I'm going to tell you, here's some real tea, y'all.
Right.
A lot of times what happens is you be so fixated on doing the things for your relationship that you be putting aside the things that you really been wanting to do for your goddamn self.
Yeah, but...
And one of the things you might be wanting to do for yourself is volunteer, help women and children. I'm just saying, like, those are things that people do.
I get what you're saying, but what if...
This is what I'm saying. This is how we change the narrative.
I'm going to ask you a question to doing stuff like that. But what if one of your negatives is the what have you done for me? What did Jamon say? The championship seekers, whatever he called them. I remember him talking about it on his show. He was talking about the guy who does things, or the person who does things for the accolades, so they can say, hey, remember when I did this for you? That type of person that always want to have their thumb on your ass because they went out there and helped you genuine. You thought it was genuine in the first place, but it necessarily wasn't as genuine as you thought, because as soon as some shit come up, they want to remind you about what they did for you. So now you telling that person to go out there and help the masses. That ain't helping them. I'm just saying.
I hear what you're saying, but what I'm talking about is men and women alike. See, I'm not. Let's just be clear, y'all.
No, I'm just throwing it out.
I'm not excluding men. Neither am I excluding women from what I'm saying when I talk. Okay, I'm not no one-sided person. I'm an equal opportunist. Okay, so what I mean by when you are putting your time and energy in relationships after relationships after relationships, you actually put those hopes and dreams and aspirations and desires, your personal things, on hold a lot of times because you want to cater to the individual. So during your pilgrimage, you know what I'm saying, while you redefining your worth, this is the opportunity to go back and say, you know what, I've been wanting to write that book. I'm going to write my book now. I'm going to get started on writing my book. I've been wanting to do a vision board. I'm going to put my vision board together. I've been wanting to feed the homeless. I've been wanting to mentor a young man or a young lady. I'm just saying, these are things. This is how you change the narrative. You have to, first of all, start. You got to go back to the source. You got to identify what is the fuck wrong with me.
I get it.
And it ain't always you now, don't get me wrong, but you have to own up to your role in life, in your role in your relationship, your role, period. You got to own that. And then, we know there's mental illness out there. It is not a joke. We know there have been rapes. We know molestations. We know family secrets. We know all these things have totally happened that are part of a person's psyche. We do know that.
I got it. So my question to you, baby, since you opened up a pretty good segue, right? You said own your shit.
Mm-hmm.
So what do you do after you own your shit? Because like, well, I'm gonna throw this example out there. And, hey, I'm a piece of motherfucking shit. I cheat on women, whatever. I'm owning all that.
Right.
I might even tell the next girl, I really want to be with you, but I'm gonna cheat on you. I might say that. I'm still owning it. Right? But that ain't changing no narrative. Because I'm continuing on the way, and now I'm just being real with it, honest with it. Fuck it.
Yes, there can be repercussions from being real. Okay? But again, you got to know where you draw your line. I can't do it. I'm just saying. Like, I could tell you, I told him that too. Like, if you don't handle your business, I'm going to cheat on you. So.
You're right. So, goddamn, I was talking to man. I said, listen.
It wasn't, that ain't, don't say that. Because it was not inclusive, all inclusive about sex. It was about handling your business.
Come on now.
It was about handling your business. I won't cheat on you if you don't handle your business. That's what I said.
So come on now.
You equated what I said to sex.
Hold on.
That ain't what I was talking about. Don't be letting the people know that.
Well,
go ahead and let them make your point, but I'm gonna check your ass now.
Don't check me because we just talked about this the other day. What did I have when I come into this shit?
Nothing.
But what? We just talked about this the other day.
Well, no, you did have something to offer. You just didn't have. We. That's a long story. But that was not it.
Yeah, but listen.
Because we from day one, okay, since we out here now.
Okay.
From day one, I clearly told you that was not what sold me.
It happened.
And what did I tell you? Tell people the truth now.
It was good wine and good conversation.
I never said.
Dick conversation.
I never told you about your little eggplant.
Yeah, you did.
No, I didn't.
After the fact.
You
said,
but
you know what?
That is not what captivated my attention. Tell the people the truth now.
It did captivate your attention.
Tell the people the truth.
That is the truth.
That is not what it was.
That is my truth.
That is your, okay. Oh, you're right. I'll let you have that. Ladies and gentlemen, he has a truth. And then there is the truth.
Listen.
Very good.
The truth is.
Don't let him cut. I ain't cutting him down.
The truth is, you know what? Our conversations was great. You know what I'm saying? I was being honest with her for the first time ever in my life with any woman. And the conversations were great. But trust and believe there's some validity in what I'm saying. Because if I wouldn't have performed in the bedroom, it wouldn't be no Buddha right here, right now. So there's some validity to that.
So Nicole said, amen.
Done.
Put the effort into yourself
I got your back.
that you put into others in order for healing. I love you, Jerica. You know you, girl, you fine. That's my goddaughter, y'all. Jerica Barrington. If y'all anywhere, I'm not sure what the company is, the little way you do your little bartending at, but put that information below, God, baby, so I could let the people know where they can come and tip you, girl. Get your coins.
All right. So, thank you, Don.
Hey, Nigel, what's up?
So, what did Larica say there?
Larica, she was like thinking big, though.
No, she said,
I didn't see it. Oh, you're right. It's hard to get an equal balance in a relationship because you think they might leave or don't want them to feel you're not interested anymore. But it's all about communication. It always stems back to talking. Even if, and that's part of the changing the narrative. Like he said, this was one of the first times that he wanted to be transparent, ultimately, because it starts from having to want something. You have to have a desire for it. Because I can't change him and he can't change me. And you can believe we could have been cool ass friends instead of lovers. And we would have been laughing and giggling about our stories. Okay, that's how it could have gone. Okay, he met his match. He won't admit it out loud.
Hold on.
But he met his match.
Instead of referring to me as me meeting my match, baby, won't you just say
we met our match?
Oh, because we're talking about you and you finding me and what you got from me. So there has to be something.
But see, I'm gonna tell you why you fit the bill. Because when I went on my hiatus, okay, I went on a hiatus. I ain't perfect. I'll fuck it up right then. Okay, just saying, ladies and gentlemen, I am not perfect.
Word? I wanted a challenge.
But I went on a hiatus.
So hold on, baby. This is perfect.
I went on the hiatus, and when I came off the during the hiatus, what do you want? What's really important at the end of the day?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I had to go back and reevaluate my standards and expectations. Okay, and then what was realistic within them standards and expectations, and then I realigned what was important to me. Because see, I'm 43 years old now. Okay, so my expectations at 33 and 23. I use my Bears and Bubbles. Javon M. Clark and his wife, C. Clark. They were very instrumental. Especially when they validated a lot of stuff. Cause he keep it real. He really do. He be going hard. He hurt your feelings, but he keep it real. I'm just saying, y'all, for the record, he keeps it fucking real. But I had already been on the journey, and I had already been walking the walk. You know what I'm saying? And it made it so much easier for me that the things that I had, when I started really understanding about my vibrations and how universally I am aligned with what I put out, I had to start thinking about what I'm putting out there. And then I was open to receive, and I was in the right place at the right time. And then came along a Buddha. The end.
So you went on a hiatus and you had to know thyself. That's what you did.
I got to be real with me. And I kept it real with me. Not just saying, oh, I'm going to be real. Oh, I can keep it real. I'm going to be 100. No, I knew, like he said, I know I wasn't shit. I know I wasn't putting all my effort in the places that probably would have been more pertinent. You know what I'm saying? So I had to reevaluate that shit.
That's amazing. That's a real good story. That's really good.
You, on the other hand.
So that was good. No. That's real. People need to hear that. That's real, true blue stuff, right? Mm-hmm. That worked for you. But see, in this same story, there's another part of this. Because there's a Buddha. And Buddha was just fucking it up. And Buddha was just fucking, and doing more fucking. He ain't give time to. I didn't give myself any time. I was laying the pipe down, and I met a baby. So here's a lot of little truth and validity to what my point was earlier, even though I was joking. Listen, I get over it. Get over it. No, I mean, at the end of the day, you know yourself. You know you know what you really want in life. And whenever you get tired of doing the things that you were doing, then you're gonna just let it down and say, hey, what? I'm gonna try this out. I'm gonna, roll the dice, bam. You gonna crap, or you gonna win, right? But that's my story. Everybody else's story is different,
right?
I'm gonna say that everybody else's story is different.
Yeah.
Some people don't value sex as much as another person does, so they can continue to do things and departmentalize it as one entity, other than it's not going to control me, that thing. But that also implies the hurt and brokenness in others, because if they are emotionally tied to that type of stuff,
right,
then their feelings is going to get involved when yours is not. Right?
Very true.
So I could do that and still find love, because I was still open to the idea of what love could be.
Right. And another thing, like you were saying too, oftentimes people put sex was their tool. Their body was their tool that they had. So now that they are taking that out of the equation, what else do I have to offer? Man and woman. Like, what else do I actually have to offer? So when you take out, this is when you do your soul searching, like your real deal soul searching. I ain't said, never ever have it. I mean, but if that's what you got to do what you got to do. Okay, I'm just saying. But if that's your primary tool, your primary vehicle for getting the things in life that you need, now look, get your coins, all right? Don't let baby stop you from getting them coins, okay? I'm just saying, whatever works, all right? Whatever works, okay. But if that's the only thing you have to offer, but in the back burner of your mind, you saying to yourself, I want a husband or I want a wife. You need to start thinking about what else do you got to offer them. Because once you reel them in with the good sex, how you going to protect them? How you going to provide for them? How you going to cut the yard? Am I going to wash the car? Am I going to vacuum the car when it's dirty? Am I going to get an oil change? Am I going to cook him dinner 2-3 days a week or whatever? You know what I'm saying?
Well, baby, listen, I feel you. I understand it. I'm definitely agreeing with you, right? But what if that's all they got? What if all they got is some good ass fire ass? Hold on. Well, let me finish.
Throw the whole person away.
Hold on, what if all they got is some fire ass head and some good hip thrust, right?
That can't be all they got.
Let me finish. They're living in a hotel. They barely making over minimum wage, but they got some fire head and good dick. See, first of all, let me talk about this for a little bit.
That pole potential only gonna get you.
Hold on. Let me talk about this for a little bit. So you use what you got to get where you need to get. So all I'm saying is you may not have had this chance with Sally. You may not have had a chance with Sally, but when you got that chance and you knocked her socks off, and she realized that she was in that balance between heaven and earth. You know what sex I'm talking about, where you get out of your body.
So now you want to hoodwink. You want to bamboozle a person.
Listen, you know that kind of sex I'm talking about, when you out of your body and you're looking at yourself like, oh man, you enjoying yourself. You know that.
You living your best life.
You living your best life right now. If that's all he got to get him to get his foot in the door, give him the opportunity that he probably wouldn't ever have, then do what you gotta do.
I'm okay. Let's just say that's what you do.
Mm-hmm.
But with all jobs, you send them your resume, right? They ask you to come in for the interview. You make the interview. You kill it.
Mm-hmm.
Now you got to do the job.
Hey, listen. If I gotta rob,
now you got to do the job.
Listen,
now.
But if I gotta rob Peter to pay Paul, then that's what I gotta do. But
I
I wouldn't have got. Hold on. But I would not have had I wouldn't have got in the job if the pipe was laid down right.
You putting too much emphasis on some irrelevant shit. That's like knocking on the door and you saying who is it, and it's your pizza that's at the door.
Listen.
All right, now my pizza at the door.
Okay.
So I done opened the door for the pizza because I wanted the pizza. Got the pizza. Now what this pizza gonna do for me?
Turn, you gonna rock your world.
That's it? That's all you got?
That's all I got at first.
It's beyond being first. We too old for that shit now. We changing the narrative, boo.
I'm changing the listen. I'm just saying. All I'm saying, if that's all they have,
get yourself where you gotta be. How long you gonna fake it till you make it?
Well, if you find somebody who loves your faking, then goddamn make it. You know what I'm saying? Fuck it.
No, it's not fucking. That's not changing the narrative. All that's doing is keeping a repetitive cycle of brokenness and hurt.
Mm-mm.
Yes, it
not
is.
At all.
Yes,
not
it
at all.
is. Because you are not going to be bringing your full you. You're not going to be bringing your full you. And so what's going to happen is that woman that actually gave you the opportunity, that gave you the shot that you asked, that you said you so deserved.
You got it.
You done got this shot to come in here and be this man, this great thing that you claim you want to be. And then you fuck it up. Now she done wasted her fucking time.
Time out.
So how you change the
Time.
narrative, Buddha?
Time. So before I talk about how to change the narrative, I'm gonna throw this question out there for the ladies. Like, this is real. Don Juan, you hit it on the head. All right. So if we get to the interview, and the said interview is laying the pipe down, and the pipe is trash. Pipe is trash. Does he get another shot?
If the pipe is trash, you ain't getting another shot.
So what I just said to you,
but it had you. But see, here's help. Hold on. See, there's a text flag on the plate. Flag on the plate. Let me tell you about trash, penis, trash. Let me tell you about that trash. Okay, your stroke game is if you got a package, but we are not having a sexual chemistry at a point in time, at that moment. Because that's what, a lot of times, it's the sexual chemistry. It's not all the time that the package that they ain't equipped with the package. Now, if you equipped with the package, that's potential to build up the sexual chemistry, so long as you have other things.
So I take offense to you saying put too much emphasis on irrelevant shit, because everything in the 3 P's are relevant.
But so it ain't all. It's not
everything in the 3 P's are relevant. If you don't have one, you can't get the whole package for very long.
See, when you lay the pipes down, the pipe has to be equipped. It has to be the equipment got to be right. It's not the laying of the pipe, it's the pipe itself. Pipe equals eggplant, ladies and gentlemen. For those that are new, that don't know what the 3 P's are, Buddha, please let the new people know what the 3 P's are.
3 P's are, women want protection.
Number 1.
You want to be number 2 is provide.
Number 2.
And last but not least, you must have pipe.
Number 3.
If you have all 3, it's almost a sure thing that you will have a lady that will not leave you.
And there's a bonus. Potential.
But potential starts the whole thing off. But you may not be able to provide or protect. You might have 2 of the 3. But when you have that potential, it's like a pasting on it. Bam, until you get that 3rd P right. That 3rd P
you
right.
got to have potential in one of the lacking areas. In order to I'm so country. In order to sustain, okay? In order to go to level 2.
That give you 3 months. That give you 3 more months.
All right, so I'm not. I got changes. I got, you know what I'm saying? I got shift gears.
You get 90 more days.
And okay, I'm not gonna, because he actually really cool. He talk well. He actually speak proper English. He know how to hang out. You know, he know how to eat proper. You know, little things. But it's all about what's important to you, ladies and gentlemen, men and women alike. Okay, it's whatever's important to you at the end of the day. You know what I'm saying? What we have coined phrase is just a very general thing. Okay, there's different elements within each one: protection, providing, and the pipe. Because that's what a woman generally wants. I mean, when you look at it from a high level, those 3 P's with the bonus 4, which is the potential. You got to be able to have potential in one of those 3 areas in order to go to the next level. To at the very least, see if this shit was just, okay, we got to get beyond this high school crush phase.
Can you get a better job?
Can you get a better job? Can you make more money? All right, you got the substance in your britches, but you know what I'm saying? You haven't yet figured out my stroke go up and down versus left and right, because you've been out here fucking off with the other women, bringing all that negative energy into my life. Okay,
is that negative?
All that negative energy into my life. You don't know that you can't go. You may be able to take a fraction of it, because you always got to start from somewhere. Okay,
Well,
you gotta have a basis from one relationship to the other, and that's your, have your signature shit. You know what I'm saying? So you try that shit with everybody. You know what I'm saying?
This shit work with everybody, so you go get it in.
This shit for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So then you taking shots. It's the same shot. You know what I'm saying? About 4 of them gonna catch it out of 10. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
All right, cool. But yeah, that's what I'm saying. But you definitely gotta have potential. Potential only get you so far.
See, I like to say this, and I coined this a long time ago in season 1. We're in season 3 now. In season 1, I said potential is what a woman will run through a proverbial wall for. What I'm saying, she'll run through a brick wall for potential. I've seen a lot of relationships last way longer than they had to, all because he gave them a sprinkle of potential, and the woman tried to take him the rest of the way, but he wasn't ready.
Right.
So
that's what I'm saying. It only take you but so far.
It only take you but so far, but she already ran through that wall.
She
got ran, took him through the emotional roller coaster.
Cause see, what happened is she hadn't got too far. She got too far committed
to the potential.
She got
so
too far
committed. Is a motherfucker now.
Cause see, once you go too far in, it ain't even so much as the potential. She done got beyond the potential phase. Right. Now she's committed to the cause.
She committed to the cause, and she don't want nobody else to rein in and on her hard work.
I don't even think it's that. It's just it's not even about nobody else. It's about she done already came this far. It's 9 months in. Wow. It's and so now she already know that she done went through all of the hoopla with her friends and family about you got this trash ass fuck boy. But you love him, and they don't let you dig that. Where she fuck up is that she go and get pregnant.
Well, we add to the story. Well,
I know
it's true. It's true. In order to change the narrative, baby's right. You need to know yourself. However, whatever it takes to get in tune with your spiritual, vibrant side and understand what is the greatest thing for you. Mm-hmm. So, if you realize, I'm using this just to use this, if you realize that you don't like cherries, then you don't go to places that have cherries, right? That's something you learn,
right?
Because you realize you didn't like it, right? Yeah. So that's that's first. Understand your likes and your dislikes, right? Mm-hmm. Then, going back to surviving, the part 1, you need to stop worrying about what they think about you.
Right.
You got what they really think about you. You know what I'm saying? Some people, and it's hard because they were already out there in the relationship for the fucking show. Right. It wasn't truly in the relationship to be a part of something great. They were in a relationship because he makes me look good out in public. He could do this and that for me. Instead of understanding
say because when you say he,
they.
When being neutral, ladies and gentlemen, we're not gonna be specific because this applies to everybody.
What he or she could do for me instead of what you could do for them.
Right.
What do you bring to the table? Yeah. And you set the standard on what you bring to the table, and you say, "Listen, this is where I'm at. You may not be there, but I need you here. And if you could get here, then we could be here and we could level up together. But if you can't get there, you need to understand that and don't get in too deep where that's not in too deep. I'm gonna say get set in your own ways to the fact that that life is becoming comfortable to you.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
You definitely gotta not be comfortable. I mean, you should be comfortable. Don't get me wrong. But don't become complacent.
Complacent. Yeah, I got you.
There's a difference.
That's the better word. That's a better word.
Yeah, there's a difference. Because we, and I do that to him, and he don't use the words that I use, but he do his own method, with me. And I'll tell him, all right now, tighten up. Don't slip on me. And I care about him. I love him. I'm here. We Power to the people together, but don't get too relaxed with me, because what happened, not so much as I'm gonna leave or nothing. I'm not, in that takeoff. I've grewed up, ladies and gentlemen. I ain't leaving just yet. Well, I ain't leaving right now. I was finna say, I almost lied. He gave me plenty of reasons to leave. Long time ago. And I was like, you know what? I don't love people for less. No.
I'm just teasing. You were supposed to see me. But keep talking.
Y'all, let me tell you. Okay, first of all, we are an interactive radio podcast. And for our audio podcast listeners, Mr. Buddha was pointing at his man parts with what I was saying as far as I'm staying. But I'm staying because, I decided that I want to do things different in my life. I wasn't really caring for commitment. I didn't have a desire at a point of time. And that's why I was saying earlier, it all depends on the individual. If you don't have a desire, then, you know what I'm saying, go be fucking great. You know what I mean? At the end of the day. But even at the end of the day, you be laying there and you be like, I sure would like to have so-and-so, or somebody to be here with me. You know what I'm saying? You don't want to just go cradle to the grave without somebody there for you. You know what I'm saying? And you just going on. But if you do, then cool. But for the most part, if you have not made the decision to get beyond or fix yourself or mend yourself or whatever, it's time to start working on you.
But my only issue is sometimes you were the problem in the first place,
and you have to accept that.
Sometimes you weren't the problem. So my question is, if you were not the problem in the first place, why you need to fix your goddamn self?
You may not necessarily have been the problem, but you have to be accountable for the role you play. Let's just say you provided as a woman, just as from a woman perspective. Let's say I nurtured him, I checked on him, I cooked for him. You know what I'm saying? I did all the things that a woman is supposed to do. But here's what I didn't do. I didn't communicate with my mate to find out, what do you need me to do? What do you want me to do? Right. I didn't ask those questions. I assumed because that's what I thought I was supposed to do. I wasn't actually appeasing what he actually needed.
You hit on something in the head. So I'm going to say this. What's going on, Precious? I'm going to say it like this. He hit on something. Ladies, if you're listening, if you were listening, you need to listen to what she just said.
Hold on 1 second, y'all. 1 second, ladies and gentlemen, and I'm going to let him go in. We just need to do a quick little break, okay? Transition time.
Oh, okay. Go ahead.
Talk to the people real quick about Malcolm, and then I'm going to come back.
Oh, okay.
We'll go into it.
Well, take a little intermission. I'm letting you know this weekend, Saturday, August 17th, is Walk Like a King. It's a Walk Like a King seminar in Lake Mary. If you want to get information, it's for young men from the ages of 9 and 19, right? It's about positivity and walking in a way and getting these guys to think outside of the box, changing the narrative on how they perceive life to be and set them in a direction that may help them along their own way. Nobody's perfect. And everybody who's a part of this panel, which I am included, has something to offer them in their own special way. And that's where we at. And that's really where we at. Baby, you have the Sexy Heal seminar?
Well, this weekend, first and foremost, this weekend, No, I'm lying.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, this weekend.
Mm-hmm.
I'm sorry. We got so many things going on. So this weekend we have Leather and Handcuffs,
Woo!
which is CPZ Entertainment.
Yeah.
It will be at the 180 Lounge. For those that are interested in a VIP, they want to, get into the VIP section, you can hit us up. We have a code that you can utilize to get you a discount on the VIP section exclusively. And but you got to hit us up. This is for our loyal listeners.
Mm-hmm.
All right. So if you hit us up, we'll let you know. Jump right on it. It's Leather and Handcuffs. It's at the 180 Lounge, and it will be this Saturday, 8/17. It starts. I think the doors open at 10, and it's so basically 11 o'clock. Let's just put it like that. So 11 o'clock. Okay. So that's what we got going on this weekend. Next weekend, August the 24th, Saturday, from 1 to 2:30 p.m. I will be having the All About Ladies Dance Workshop.
Mm-hmm.
It will be at Somika Studios. It's a new location that we're having, 9318 East Colonial here in Orlando. Let me see, 9318 East Colonial, Suite 811. And again, it's here in Orlando, Florida.
Mm-hmm.
The cost is $10. And there is a link that is on the Sipping and Conversation, SIPPIN Conversations with an S with Buddha and Baby on Facebook. It is a link on there in the event section that will take you directly there. So that'll be able to, get you what you need. And you'll see that I'll be doing a lot of advertisement with it throughout different posts that we may have. I think I have it also on Instagram. I'm not for sure, but it is there. All right?
All
right, cool.
So
make sure we took time out for that.
No problem. So back to what I was saying, that baby, you made a valid point that I had to pause you and really talk about this. So I think people, men or women, however you look at it, I think we get into a situation and we think we know how the outcome should be. I know how I need to dress. I know how I need to cook. I know how I need to smell. I know how I need to look. I know how much money I need to make. All these things are good. But when you're dealing with a mate, you got to tailor it to your mate. Because your mate may not need or like all those things that you bring to the table. Not saying that you need to dumb it down, but you need to understand where they are, right? Tell the relationships are not textbook. They're not textbook. So you might have done certain things in one relationship that may not fly in the next relationship.
Right.
For example, I'll throw an example out here. They may like to go out on trips. Your first relationships, they were all homebodies, everything. They just want to go to the movies, maybe to the mall, go out to dinner. That's their whole life. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
The next person you get, you might have to spend a lot more money because they like to go on trips. They like to do all these other type of things and you should not condemn or underwhelm or overwhelm the situation based on, not saying this has nothing to do with your standards, but it has something to do with the understanding of what the growth of that relationship has.
Right.
You understand what I'm saying, baby? Go ahead.
No, you're good. You made, and you're right. If you're trying to change a narrative, for the most part, first of all, I think you should ask yourself, am I still broken? You got to ask yourself, are you still broken?
Right.
Are you still hurt? And be truthful about it. Yeah, that motherfucker, and it ain't even the last dude that you was with or the last chick that you was with. It's that chick from 5-6 years ago.
That you really love.
The one you was really in tune with.
The one that had your ass in the cold of the dark, cried while you singing the Sade.
Like you know what I'm saying? And the thing is, you fucked up. you probably know you fucked up, but you're not being responsible. You're not being upfront with yourself. You're not being true and transparent with self. Because see, when you self-jive is the worst jive when you jive yourself.
Well, you gotta look in the mirror, baby.
You got to look in the mirror.
You can't lie to
You
yourself.
can't. You can fake it till you make it. I'm a believer in faking it till you make it. But I tell you right now, here in present, if you come around me faking it till you make it, I'm gonna make you turn into that which you thought you wasn't trying to be.
So you're right.
Just saying. So you come around me faking it till you make it. Like you trying to come around me to show me you this good man. You got a little something for yourself. I'm gonna act because that's your true you. That's who you is. You know what I'm saying? That really is who you are because you do it too naturally. A lot of people do it naturally and they don't. But see, they were actually doing the opposite for a long time. They was doing the faking it part when in reality their true blue was. This is what they are. That what you do naturally. So you thinking you faking it till you make it, but you actually are a good man. You just holding on to the brokenness and bitterness and the hatred and the hurt from that girl from when you were 13 years old. You mad cause Latasha had done broke your heart when you were 13. You were 13 when she broke out. Nigga, you 43 years old now. Okay, I ain't finna be dealing with no 13-year-old when you was young and dumb. And her mama probably told her like I told my children, go out there and be great, child. Have a whole bunch of boyfriends. Have a whole bunch.
I mean, listen.
I'm just saying.
I'm with you, man. I'm with you.
I do believe that you should have a bunch of boyfriends and girlfriends. Well, not a bunch, but you shouldn't be laying all your eggs in one basket when you're young. But when you get over 40, now granted, some people get married early. They get married when they 20. And they stay married till they 40.
Yeah.
And so forth. So now they done went their whole time with this one person. So they ready to sow their royal oats. So they ain't never experienced nothing.
Here, from the piece of shit perspective of how from the piece of shit perspective on how to change the narrative.
Right.
Ask for forgiveness.
Is that ask for it and be genuine?
You ask for forgiveness. Like if you really trying to change your ways and understanding, you should call these people up.
Oh, like AA.
Call these people up, yeah, and say, listen, I'm not doing this for you. I'm doing this for me. I'm sorry for how I treated you. And that should start you on your way to that closure that you needed in order to move on.
You think so? You think it'll work?
It worked for me. It worked for me.
How did that work for you?
Listen,
How
man,
did that work out?
I dug up a girl one time that I hadn't talked to in 20 years. I looked at her, I said, baby, listen, I'm sorry for trying to prostitute you.
Wait, hold on.
Sorry for trying to prostitute you for some cash. And this is a real true story now. I'm out, no bullshit. This is a real true story. I didn't care for her as much as she cared for me, and she was willing to do whatever it took to make me happy. She was fine as fuck, and all the fellas wanted to pay to be with her. So
Hey!
Yeah, they wanted to pay.
Woo.
So I was like, well, shit, why don't you go ahead and make it do what it do? Right? Why don't you go ahead and make it do what it do? And she's like, are you sure you're not going to be mad? No, I'm not going to be mad because I'm looking at dough. In truth, I really did care for this bro. And I set her on a motherfucking path of destruction because of my ambitions, greed, and not giving a fuck mafia mentality. So in order to move on as a grown-ass man, 20 years later, I call her up and I tell her point blank, I'm sorry for trying to prostitute you. That was not the right way to go about life as a 20-year-old. You know what I'm saying? That's not
But
it.
I will let you be great at 20. Because, you know, that's what you do. You do stupid shit.
I mean, because I live by that motto. Ain't no fun if the homies can't get none. If I didn't motherfucking care about you, if you wasn't my pride and joy, if you wasn't on the mantle like that,
Right.
then have at him. But this one, she had the goods. Woo! They can bring in that brought in some of that dough.
Oh, kind of like the TJ Chapman show yesterday
Mm-hmm.
with the husband and the wife.
Right.
She was making $10,000 a weekend.
Okay. What Precious say?
Gotta be smart out here. It's a lot of people that are out for self and will fake it till they make it. With you and your heart for their own selfish reasons. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what I was telling him earlier. Like, it's not right that because you got hurt or your shit didn't work with her, whenever her was, that you bring that to me. And that was one of the conversations we had. Look here, little buddy. He'll tell you.
Little buddy?
Well, I didn't say little buddy.
Oh.
I'm being dramatic, but I'm being serious too.
Uh-oh.
I told him very seriously, do not. I'm cool with what happened in your past. So long as it's your past, so long as a motherfucker don't come for me.
Whoa.
That's what I said.
Well, you're absolutely
Did I say that?
You're absolutely right. And to her credit, in my dismay, because in my world, everything was copacetic and I could handle life as it was. Mm-hmm. But one thing I couldn't count on is I can't control another person's thoughts or actions.
He did give me the illusion of having an option. Hence, I said illusion. Okay, he made it, and it wasn't that I bought in on the illusion.
Oh.
Because all things in the beginning of any situation
it's a show.
It's a show. It's representatives. It's getting in where you see what I can come up with. See when I shoot this shot, what the fuck gon' score. You know what I'm saying? Meanwhile, that's my mentality as well. That's why, it's funny because we always joke back and forth or whatever, but it's like, and then came along a baby. You know what I'm saying? Because the mentality that he had is the mentality that I was rolling with. And I can understand.
What's good?
I can empathize with what his mentality was.
Mm-hmm. But you ain't
at that point.
Keep that mentality.
And that's what I said. I'm cool with what you had going on. And I'm thankful. I didn't ask him to tell me the truth, so to speak. I did tell him, look, let me know what's up. You know what I'm saying? Because I'm good either way. And reluctantly, he gave, he willingly. I wouldn't even.
It was reluctant.
Probably, I don't know.
No, it was reluctant because all my life, every woman I knew and I talked to couldn't handle my truth. So if they couldn't handle my truth, in meeting you, why would I think that you could
any
handle
different?
Think any different?
Why would I be any different from a woman that say, keep it real, keep it 100, I think you need to keep it 100, right? So I showed him that I'm serious in what I'm saying. Like, because see, you can say, like what my grandma say, you can fry chicken with your mouth. You know what I'm saying? So I wasn't just frying chicken with my mouth. I was using my actions. I was using everything, to let him know. Because first of all, I ain't had nothing to lose other than a few words of conversation. You know what I'm saying? Matter of fact, any of the new people that have come on, they won't know that I actually courted Buddha. I actually invited him to go out and have casual conversation over drinks, and he declined me.
Yeah, I did it.
But later, it was understood why. Okay. And then we end up linking up later, and then here we are. Ta-da!
I was going to point, but I didn't point.
Tighten up. Don't do it, cause I'm gonna wet your ass on this screen.
Wet. You know I want to get wet.
Whatever. But I'm just saying, like, you know, to change the narrative, all bullshit aside, ladies and gentlemen, I don't know how old you are because we have a very diverse audience, age range from whatever to whatever. Okay.
One more point.
Mm-hmm.
You need to accept the fact that you don't know everything.
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. Stop worrying about what people think. That was back to the beginning. Stop the need for being perfect. That ties into what I'm saying. All of it ties
the need
together.
to thinking you know everything will kill a relationship just as fast as you get in it.
Not taking it personal, because if you think you know everything, you're taking it all personal because it's not falling into your grand scheme of things.
Mm-hmm.
And that's what I'm saying. I mean, and bottom line, are you still broken? That's the question of the hour. Are you still broken? And how do you change the narrative? You know, you're the only one that truly know that you really are here dogging chicks out.
And I'm here for that. Dog these chicks out because they outnumber us 14-1, and we need to get balance. We need to get this balance back some kind of way. Now I'm teasing. To change the narrative, ladies and gentlemen, know thyself is the first.
Now
thing.
stop being a butthole.
Not only know thyself.
I want the people to know, first of all, that you have changed. You are a changed man. You are a reformed community.
Dick.
Let them know. Tell them all about that.
Well, yeah. Okay. So.
Or are you not?
I'm reformed. Don't cut me yet. I'm reformed. So basically, where it comes down to, for me, I had to understand and put limits on myself. See, I was a guy who had no limits, right? I do what the fuck I want to do, how I want to do it, with no governor. But see, it's okay I had to understand it's okay to put limits on yourself for the greater good of yourself.
Mm-hmm.
So if you live yourself in the fast lane, eventually you're gonna run out of gas. Now you're hoping you're in a city center limits where you can pull over and get more gas, maybe. But what if you're out there on Route 66 and you ain't got but one gas station and it's 200 miles to the next one and you get pulled up? Boom. You see what I'm saying? You gotta really understand where you're at in life. So if you're one of those people who lives with no limits, then you gotta understand that you gotta govern thyself. Put some governance up so you can understand where you should go and shouldn't go. It's not for the other person, it's for you.
Right.
Everything you do to better yourself should be for you, not nobody else. Right?
Very much so.
So that's part of know thyself.
Yeah.
And if you're in a relationship, know thy person that you are with. Consider their feelings in everything you do. And that's in the beginning. That's in the beginning when you first meet them. And if you continue on that road in the beginning, it becomes second nature. And then now y'all got a building block on your foundation.
Right.
But
how do you come to that?
Well, back to the beginning. Know thyself. Period.
You got to accept
your faults.
Part of that too, what you're saying, just to add on to that, is you got to be ready. Number one, you got to be ready. You can know yourself, but I ain't ready shit. I knew myself too.
Well, if you knew yourself and you know you ain't ready.
But I wasn't ready.
You're going to continue to stay in that fast lane.
I stayed in the fast lane.
And that's fine. It's okay.
Right.
Long as the people who are in the fast lane with you, know how to run too.
But the advantage that I had is that I knew I wasn't ready.
But
they didn't. But I went through the motions of being ready. So now that's where we get into the blurred lines. You know you're not ready, but yet you going out there with your best.
Put your best representation on.
You know what I'm saying? You taking your best representative with you. So, because you got a goal.
Yes, Precious. I was community dig.
Yeah, he said it. It was.
Like, but listen, being community dig.
He's safe though.
Being community dig ain't really as bad as people think.
What they say? Well, see, first of all, here's the problem. LL said, "I need a roundaway girl."
Right.
What did that mean?
Around the way?
What did he mean by that?
It means she is a person that everybody knew.
Okay, we'll just keep it like that. All right, very good. Everybody, she's a person that everybody.
I mean, but in true sin, with the roundaway girl or anything else, I hate that shit. I like it, but I hate it because the roundaway girl be that freak nasty chick for somebody. Then when you come along, all of a sudden she got standards.
I don't think he actually understood what he was saying.
I mean, I get what he was trying to say. He was trying to say, I don't need that flashy chick.
Well,
I needed that girl who really got my best interest at heart. You know what I'm saying? She don't mind hitting the dirt with the boy.
A bad attitude.
Okay, you feeling it. You feeling it. But back to my thing about community dig.
All right, back to that. Oh wait, before you start, Precious did say, I just say that people aren't real from the jump. I don't do the fake it till you make it maneuver. I just be real. Sit back, observe, and any sign of fake, I eliminate. Lessons learned.
I'm gonna say it like this, Precious. That comes to a point where we talked about too much, right? Because he could be faking it to make it, or he just could be who he or she is, right? Right? And you see a red flag because you notice how other people moved in the past, and now you bringing that upon somebody
what
else.
I said, you taking from that experience to now.
So, community dig.
She want to explain that a little bit
It's
more?
not a bad thing because think about it. I mean, it could be bad, and I'm not saying it is, but think about it. You are in supply and demand. For whatever reason, the ladies want to be with you. Is that your fault? No.
It is your fault.
No, it's not. Because you didn't get these looks on your own. Somebody made you to get these looks. Right? So if you got the goods that appease the eyes and touch what's going on down below, why not be able to use it if you are mature enough to handle whatever the situation may be?
Right.
Now, you talk about from a spiritual aspect. I get it. You taking on other spirits. I get it. But who's to say the good spiritual man upstairs didn't put you in this line of work for that particular reason in the first place?
Right, because we all have to go through things. And unfortunately, many will repeat that cycle or that thing
you might have failed
until the lesson has actually
You failed the test a few times.
Until you pass it. Because there's something, if you find, and I tell this to my All About the Ladies group all the time. Why can't it be you? Okay? It can be you. And the reason why it's you, or it seems like it's always happening to you, is because it's something you didn't learn the first time. So, just like an inventor, they keep doing this thing over and over again.
Supply and demand.
They just keep doing it. I'm just saying, like, they keep putting this thing together, and then finally they be like, whoa, they just threw things away, and they get upset.
Supply and demand.
Not about supply and demand when you inventing something.
No, I'm just...
Oh, you talking about supply and demand. But when you are out here, I'm just saying as an inventor, you testing this thing, whatever it is. You know, you're trying to put this mouse together. And everything you've been doing, it ain't working, right? just like every time you keep doing it, the test keep failing, test fail. Then you walk away, you're like, oh, and then you be sitting there, you take your mind off of it, and finally it's like, the whole halo come around you, and then you realize, oh, I need to do this. Then you go put that little extra piece, so you take that piece out and you move things around, and then you like, hey, that's what I was looking for. Same thing in life.
I get it.
Same thing in life.
I get it, baby.
All right. So here we are. What you saying? That comes from knowing and loving myself. I knew I had to stick with my standards.
Well, why do women go with community dip? Because they know they're gonna get satisfied.
We're gonna talk about that next week in detail. Let's make that. Let's make that next week's topic, Don.
How do women go for community dip?
Because that's a topic all in itself. But I do music maestro. Get the music right, maestro. I have to tell maestro to get the music right. But no, seriously, that's a topic all in itself. Okay, so Precious, you might want to take a look back about a week or two when we talked about standards and being realistic that we had with Kaya, single lady ranter. It was about expectations and standards. Are your expectations and standards realistic? And are you actually living by your own standards and expectations? Not saying that you're not. Don't get me wrong, because I not me. But I would say go back and take a look, listen to that show. You can find us, ladies and gentlemen, on anchor.fm. If you are interested in supporting us, here's the means by supporting us. DM us, okay? Show some love. That's one way. We do have shirts for sale, the What's Good Simple shirts. We do have the 3P shirts, and we do have the customized shirts. I don't fuck your feelings. I don't love. And I forget there's another one.
Let me be great.
Yeah, let me be great.
3Ps,
but that's what I said the first time. But the main ones that we have is the What's Good Simples and the 3Ps. All the other shirts that we have, they are going to be on a customized. They're customized, and they are going to be done when we get like 5 orders for those particular customized shirts. Then we'll be able to place our order for them. As far as the What's Good Zippers, those shirts are $12, and the 3P shirts. I almost had a brain fart. Pipe, protection, pipe, and provide. Man, I had a moment, y'all. The 3Ps, basically the 3Ps. Negative. The 3Ps. Those shirts are $25. Okay. That's gonna, and if you are not local and you want to get those shirts, make sure you let us know so that we can get your address and everything for shipping purposes.
Not only do we have t-shirts, we have hats, bags, like little gym bags.
But those are customized orders. Right. Those are not our standard.
Right.
Yeah, but the customized, I forgot. You're right. Because on a customized basis, we do have the bags. Dun, 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 dun.
We do have bags, and we do have slippers.
Ooh, I'm wearing my cup, y'all.
I'm wearing my potential slippers as we speak.
I didn't mean to drop my bag, but here's one of our hats.
Yeah. Oh, it actually matches what you got on, boo.
I just want to chip. I can't get my bag to come up the right way because it's like rolled up. Swolls up.
What you got?
But it's just a little quick
gym bag.
Little bag. This one is the Let Me Be Great bag.
All about
so there are
a lot of things, baby.
Right, there's a lot of different opportunities for you to support, and the prices will be kind of like bouncing up and down. I won't say bouncing up and down. I shouldn't say that. They're gonna vary based on what you want. We do have the lady slippers, like he said, he have the man slippers and I have the lady slippers, but they're pretty much around the same. What else will we tell them?
Well, that's about all at the moment, baby.
Okay.
That's about all at the moment, but we're about to end this thing.
go ahead and get into next week. Next week we're going to be talking about
Community.
why do women go for community deck
Or man
for the community P.
I can dig it.
Next week, y'all. I'm just saying. Hey, Renee. Thank you, Precious, for tuning in. Thank you, Dawn.
I just wanna chill and vibe.